This is normally where I keep all my change. There's no change in there. Nope. All the stuff there is a live five. All the CDs were in here. You guys, I'm devastated. I'm absolutely, utterly devastated. I know you guys are like, why didn't you snap all day? What's wrong? What's going on in your life? Girl, I got a story. I got a story to tell. I'm a victim. So today, I put the new Kesha song on my iPod, right before I went to work because you guys know I actually have a job. I have a job. So, I go out the door, skipping to my car. Doo, 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 doo. So I open my car door and I'm like, everything is different. Like, my lotion was on the floor. There was like paper for my job on the floor. So I'm like, bitch, stop tripping. You about to be late for work and the points just started over. So, be on time. So I started driving. So as I'm driving, on the road, I'm like, oh, let me put on this Kesha song. Hopefully it's about to be a banger. So I'm like, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Where's my auxiliary cord? So I keep my auxiliary cord plugged in my car all the time. I'm sure most of you guys do, just, put it in the jack and go. So I'm like, maybe I'm, put it somewhere else. Maybe I put it inside of the center console in my car. Bruh, I opened up the center console and there was like nothing there. Like all the CDs that I have in the car were gone. Like I keep CDs in my car just in case my iPod dies or like my phone's running on low battery. Like you gotta keep the tunes on backup. You know what I'm saying? So as I'm driving, I do what any, self-sufficient adult does. I called my mother and I'm like, Ma, somebody robbed my car. So I'm trying to drive and talk on the phone and search my car to see like what is missing all at the same time. I look in the glove box, my GPS is gone. That's not a real big deal only because like we all use our phones for GPSs now, but I had a backup just in case. You know, my car charger for my phone gone. And it was a fast charger. Like that shit charged my phone in like 30 minutes. I opened up a compartment where I keep like extra chewing gum, gone. So my mom was like, it was probably a crackhead. And I'm like, please don't tell me a crackhead from Baltimore robbed my ass. So I'm thinking like my windows weren't busted up, like there were no scratches on the outside of my car. How could someone like break into my car? And I think what happened was, so I'm thinking like last night I went to the gym around midnight. I came home a little after like between 1 and 1:30, and maybe I was tired and didn't lock my car. That's like the only explanation I can think of. So as I'm like pulling up to work, I'm like, oh shit, if they were in my car, they had access to my trunk. Mind you, on Monday, I got four brand new tires, but I also got a new tire like back in January. So they put that tire in the trunk. So I'm like, that's a fairly new tire. Like it's in the trunk as like a spare. I'm like, they probably took the tire too. They can sell that shit, make some type of money. I also have a banging ass ice scraper for like when it snows. So I'm like, they probably took my fancy ass ice scraper too. I mean, that's all I could think of, besides all my like laundry shit for when I go to the laundromat. So I get to work, pop my trunk, and the tire is still there, and the fancy ass ice scraper is still there. But guess what's missing? These crack-headed ass niggas had the audacity to steal my brand new Downy fabric softener. And they stole my fresh linen scented Clorox bleach. But hold up, y'all. These were considerate as crackheads because they did leave me with a brand new box of dryer sheets. And for whatever reason, they did not take the Tide. You guys, we've already, like months ago, we already talked about like laundry detergent and how I'm like high class with that shit. This was not the cheap Tide in the yellow bottle. This was the expensive ass Tide in the red bottle that cost like over $20. So they didn't take the Tide, but when I held up the Tide container, it felt a little bit light. So I'm sure the crackheads poured a little bit of Tide inside of a Taco Bell cup. The only other thing that was missing in the trunk was a roll of paper towels and some Windex, cause crackheads like clean windows. I may do crack, but my windows stay streak free. I'm just super irritated. Like throughout the day, I try to laugh about it, but now I'm like, I feel violated. Like, why? I think I forgot to mention that inside of like the ashtray in my car, that's where I keep all my loose change because I'm not a smoker. But like all the change is missing too. So like clearly this is a bum ass, broke ass, Baltimore ass bitch that needed fucking money. And like get a fucking job. Like, yeah, shame on me if I forgot to lock my fucking doors. Lesson learned. But still, you don't go and touch shit that's not yours. You don't go into someone's personal space. I've said it up here a million times. Like, I'm not some type of like spoiled kid that mommy and daddy help out. Like, everything I have, I got on my own. Like, I'm very independent. So if I have to work hard for my shit, I don't understand why you can't work hard for your shit. If you gotta go out there and suck a nigga dick to make a couple bucks, and that's what you have to fucking do. If you gotta lick a nigga hemorrhoid to get some Jolly Ranchers and a cigarette, then that's what you fucking have to do. I would have more respect for you because you worked for your shit. But when you steal from another bitch who's just trying to come up on their own, fuck you. You deserve Trump to be your fucking president, bitch. I'm just disgusted thinking of this bitch whose pussy probably smells like moldy chitlin water, like all up in my fucking car that I work for. Stealing all my fucking seat. Yo, bruh. They stole my fucking Hillary Duff CD. That shit was a fucking Target exclusive. That was Hillary Duff's 2015 Breathe In, Breathe Out album. I got the Target exclusive with 2 fucking bonus tracks. I can't even get that shit on iTunes, y'all. Now it's like, even today I was dealing, this guy was wearing like a fucking sweater and it's fucking like 80 degrees in the casino. I'm like, yo, you're probably a crackhead. I was like, this nigga's a crackhead and he's probably stole my shit, pawned that shit, and now he used that money to buy some chips and he's playing on my table. It's just crazy how one day can change you. Like, now I'm fucking paranoid. I don't trust anybody. I think anybody who looks sketchy is a crackhead and they stole my shit. Bruh, my Lana Del Rey Born to Die, the Paradise Edition was in that fucking car. What do crackheads know about Hillary Duff and Lana Del Rey? I'm sorry that this snap rant was so long, but I just had to let you guys know what was going on and to lock your doors because people stealing out here in these streets. I guess that's what happened previously on Love and Hip Hop Baltimore. Bitches is out here stealing fabric softener and fucking bleach out of niggas' cars. Where they do that at? Tell me how and when. Tell me how and when.